What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the vlog. But before we get this started, right, I just want to say shout out to Michael. I think it's Michael. Man, I apologize if it's not Michael. Got a good conversation with him. He's at the, met him at the Iowa 80 Truckstop. I always stop by over there. So anyway, he said hi to me. I appreciate you for saying hi, man. Appreciate you for, talking with me, having a little bit of second, just a couple of minutes, just chit chat or whatever, right? Amazing. Keep doing your thing, man. And also, Kevin, I met him at the Flying J over there by Avoca, Iowa. Anyway, saw him over there, said hi to me. Kind of awkward because it was in the bathroom. I was washing my hands, but hey, it's all good. Anyway, got to talking to him, and it turns out, man, that me and him pretty much we are everything he does right now, it's something I am passionate about. So he's got his own authority, right? And he operates within the Des Moines area. He operates a reefer, and he's very selective with his rates, with his loads and things like that. He doesn't have to take these, low rates or whatever. He has other options, which is he DJs, photography, and things like that, okay? So here he is. If y'all want to get a hold of him, he's right there, okay? If you're in the Des Moines area, go hit him up. If you need a DJ, a photographer, or whatever. The reason why I say we are pretty much passionate about the same thing, because we got to talking, everything I'm doing, he's pretty much doing too. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he copied me, but I'm just saying, the same lens, the same camera, it's the same everything. The only difference is that he does it for money, okay? So he's doing it for as like a business. He's running a business for, as a DJ and a photographer or whatever, and also, doing videos and whatnot. So that's amazing, man. So he gave me a couple of ideas, which, clicked in, and, the wheels started turning, and I appreciate you for that, man. I appreciate talking to you. Look where we are right now. That's the Harrah's Hotel behind us. I don't know if you can see it, but it's the Harrah's Hotel in Council Bluffs, Iowa. See, if you guys already know, if you're new here, you know that I used to gamble a lot. So I think I got to tighten that one up. I used to gamble a lot. So when you gamble, if you give them your name and your everything, all your information for a card, and then they record that, and they record whatever you're gambling with, or how you play, how much you're risking, and they will reward you based on that. What's crazy is that last time I played at the Council Bluffs area was 2018, maybe 2017. I was still driving for David. Anyway, so they gave me a free room, so I was like, you know what, I'll take it. You guys know what they're doing. I know what they're doing. They're not doing it because they're rewarding me from, my past play, because like I said, last time I played was, 2017? I would say maybe late 2017. Anyway, they see that truck money, man. That trucking money. They trying to get some of that trucking money. Anyway, let's talk about some numbers. The weekly numbers. First, I want to say that these calculations are going to be from Monday to Monday, okay? I know this load, we didn't drop it off yet, and we're not going to be able to drop it off until Tuesday, but trust me when I tell you, we could have dropped this off on a Monday, but we're going to take our time because it's a holiday. They're not going to be there until Tuesday, okay? So let's get started. So from Monticello, Illinois to Danville, Illinois, and then from Danville, Illinois to Des Moines, Iowa, from Des Moines, Iowa to Gladbrook, Iowa, from Gladbrook, Iowa to Pittsfield, Illinois, from Pittsfield, Illinois to Goodfield, Illinois, from Goodfield, Illinois to Avoca, Iowa, from Avoca, Iowa to Hospers, Iowa, from Hospers, Iowa to Fredonia, Arizona. With that being said, we ran a total of all miles is 2902. Out of those 2902, we ran a total of 426 deadhead miles. Out of those, we ran a total of 2476 loaded miles. And out of that, we grossed a total of $7,725. All miles we averaged at 266 cents a mile, and loaded we ran 311. I'm calculating 7.2 on the MPG because we ran pretty much light the whole way, you know. So out of the 7.2 MPG we used up 403 gallons in fuel, and when you multiply that on an average of 316 per gallon, that's a total of 1273. And guess what? Yeah, 16%. Oh yeah, say it now. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you, I harp on the fuel a lot because, man, 16%. I think that's our record yet, you know? I mean, that many miles, okay? With that amount of gross, okay? So I'd say that's pretty good. Even though the week wasn't looking so great, but we still did pretty good because, number one, we were laid over. We ran a load for Landstar, okay? Okay, let's start from the beginning. From the beginning, we ran that one load we ran from Danville, Illinois, right? Let me warn you about Danville. There's like major railroad tracks over there. Man, if you are driving a freaking Stepdeck, you gotta be careful in that area. And let me tell you, don't be afraid to back up. I had to back up about a mile and a quarter because, I mean, this is the only access to this business, okay, to cross this railroad track. And unfortunately, there's only one way to get in there without crossing the railroad track, where you go over the railroad track. Now, yeah, you could probably say that, you know, a trucker GPS could have saved you. I don't think so in this situation, okay? In this situation, because of the fact that the freaking business is in the neighborhood, okay? So I don't think a trucker GPS could have saved you, because any which way you go in there except for one way, you will cross that track, and that track is poorly engineered. So just be mindful of that. I had to back up about a mile and a quarter, and, you know, like I said, don't be afraid to back up. You know, that's better than getting stuck on that freaking track, okay? So that was an AC load. That was a really light load. It was like one of those cooler units, and we took that to Des Moines, Iowa. From Des Moines, Iowa, we went and grabbed us a Landstar load. I think that the reason why I grabbed that right away, because, you know, it's Des Moines. There's not going to be a lot of things going on in Des Moines, okay? So that still paid decent money, but we got laid over on that load because the freaking guys were not ready to receive us at the receiving end. So we were laid over for a day, okay? So we picked that up on a Tuesday morning. We got there Tuesday afternoon. We're supposed to unload on a Wednesday. Tuesday evening, they sent out an email saying that they're not going to be ready to unload us for the day, for Wednesday. So they sent us some, you know, laid over money and detention and things like that. Let me tell you, it was junk, okay? I'm not even going to lie to you. And trust me, I tried to fight it. And these people, man, listen, that's where trucking is, though. You know what I mean? It's like, these people just don't care, you know, because they know they got like a lot of people in line for that same job that I was on at the moment, you know. So I'm just saying. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that because that's a long story. So we did that by Thursday morning, Thursday 10 o'clock, 10:30, we were out of there, okay? We got unloaded by the crane, and then we were out of there, and then we picked up another load, which was a case. I don't think I got a picture of that one, but it was a case 3, right? It went to Iowa, and then now we're on this load. And so we got lucky. I was not, on Thursday, I was gonna stick around the Illinois area right there close to St. Louis because it's mostly, you know, we're in a good area, right? and I didn't want to take that chance. So I went ahead and took the chance and took the load from, from Illinois to Iowa. And then luckily, we found another load. Look at this. See, we're supposed to be on the left lane because of the construction. Don't think I'm an idiot, trust me. There's a sign in the front, way back in the beginning of construction, says, trucks stay on the left lane, okay? Anyway, so we did that, right? And we luckily found this load, okay? So now, that's why I mean, it's tough out there, man. Working that load board is so tough, man. It's because of the fact that it's just, there's so many carriers, man. There's just not enough freight, you know what I mean? And it's sad to say, but it's just so crazy, man. It's like, it's so much, you know, it's so hard to find anything that is over $3 a mile nowadays, you know? Even these short runs that I ran, they're mostly on average, they were like 350 miles. Normally, those would pay over $4 a mile, you know? These ones we haul right now, this week, they're barely breaking, you know, 350 a mile. So, it's, yeah, that's where we are right now, man. But, I mean, I'm still really happy with the numbers, you know? But that's being results oriented, you know, because the thing about it that I don't like really is that we don't know what's going to happen next week. Based on what we did this week, my prediction is that next week it's going to be junk. You know what I mean? And then the week after that, I don't know. We might get lucky again. Hopefully we do. You know what I mean? It's just a cross finger thing. But one thing we will not do, like I said, is that we're definitely not gonna haul to where we're barely gonna break even. That's for sure. You know what I mean? And you know, low twos on the long haul. That's our very bottom line, man. Like, you know what I mean? Long haul, low twos. So it just, all these people that are like, you know, hauling for, I see a lot of people, you know what I mean? It's so crazy, man. I see, we're gonna make another video and we're gonna discuss that, right? But man, anyway, I'm not trying to complain. We did really good this week, as you can see from the numbers. I'm really happy with that, but we're gonna be coming out of a bad area, so it's gonna be a challenge. We'll have to stay home. I think we're gonna be staying home until we find our right load. Trust me on that. So anyway, we will see y'all in the next video.